Hello, my name is Luke, and this is the LNL Podcast, where my co-host Lamarr and I talk about different random things. Right then, now we know what you are, we're returning to flight from the zombies already in progress.
Poach elephants in Africa.
Okay.
I'm a hunter, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now we're getting back to this. Okay. Right, so you're running into the woods, zombie sounding decreasing behind you. Once you're well into the forest, you stop to listen. You don't hear any rustling or anything, so you walk more slowly. Soon the pines begin to thin, and you can see a glimpse of apple trees on the other side.
Cool. I don't like apple trees. Cool. Apples.
This must be the outlining of the Courser's farm. Though you've never come at it from this direction, when you go to their farm stand, you always go by road, so you should put the car. A few more steps, and you can see the farmhouse some distance away. Beyond that is a long dirt road that leads from the farmstead to the farmhouse.
Oh look, it's Hershel's farmhouse from The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise you've seen that as well.
Yes.
And beyond that, though you can't see it, is a paved road.
Ooh.
Are you going to head for the paved road, or go warn the coursers, the farm people? You can either warn the coursers, of course. They may need my help. Warn the coursers, of course. I bet they've got food and guns and useful supplies. Head for the paved road, thanks. I'm not about to risk going into that farmhouse. What if they've already turned? And I'm staying right here.
Well, if this is the plot for Left 4 Dead, then Otis has all the zombies in the barn, and Hershel's fine, and maybe I'm nice to him, and I don't boink his daughter like that other guy with the hat.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not an idiot like the other guys.
Well, actually, it was quite safe, that farm, for quite a while.
Yeah, and it was fine until that
Crazy Shane
and that stupid boy who should have been killed.
Oh, him.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
He got caused Dale to
yeah, he got Dale to die. He shouldn't have gone. I hated him. Idiot.
He was sort of became a psycho, really, didn't he? He was like watching that zombie.
But maybe Dale's there. I like Dale.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm a hunter. How do I know that I am not Daryl? I could be Daryl.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll go there. Yeah, I'll go to people and get weapons from them. Otis has
what choice? Because there's two ways to go there. They may need my help.
Weapons and food.
Weapons and food. So
yes.
Selfish game. Very practical of you. You take your first step forward, and something grabs your ankle and pulls you down, and then up with astonishing strength. You find yourself upside down and dangling headfirst a few feet off the ground, with a band of tight hot pain clamped around your foot. Okay.
So I'm a hunter and I walked head on into a trap. I'm not a very good one, am I?
Oh dear, you think Days.
Yes, oh dear, this is a deer trap.
Oh, he did swear, but I thought I'd fail.
Swear.
Zombies can set traps. The distinctive click of a shotgun comes to your ears.
What?
Zombies can use shotguns too, you think?
Zombies can use shotguns too?
Your character must be a bit of an idiot to think of that. It's obviously a trap that someone else at the human set, but okay. But the old man who steps slowly into your field of vision,
Dale.
shotgun aimed at your head,
Dale.
doesn't have the drooling fixed eyes for zombies.
Hershel.
He doesn't have the sagging, rotting flesh either.
I can't be Hershel.
He looks overall pretty healthy. He's observing you closely.
Ooh.
Luckily you didn't run into the bear trap, he says. How do you answer that? You say, yeah, I guess so. That snarl was pretty well hidden. Yours? Snare, sorry. A bear trap? What the hell is the matter with you? What do you think you're doing, setting up dangerous things like this in the woods? Get me down from here. Or
it's instant.
Or it's sort of difficult to know how to respond under circumstances. I stay quiet.
The first one.
Response. A good choice of response. Diplomatic and demonstrating command of both logic and the English language.
See.
The old man grins a little. You bet your behind there, mine. No zombie getting closer than this on my land.
Damn straight.
The old man circles you again. Don't seem like you want to eat me, he says. But you could be bit, and not turned yet. Safest thing is probably to leave you here.
No.
You don't think much of this idea at all. You envision yourself hanging there as a horde of zombies swarm through the woods. You envision them all trying to eat you as you dangle helplessly. It starts with your head, you're sure. They try to take your bits out of you. Sorry, I keep misreading these. They try to take bites out of you.
Why the zombies? Someone's up molesting me.
Why sounds like a pipe?
Get off me! Get off me! Sorry. Disgusting creatures.
As you swing back and forth between them, like bobbing for apples.
Last time I was in one of these, a lot happier.
On the other hand, the old man goes on, that wouldn't be very neighbourly if you're really not bit. I guess I'll better let you down. He nears a particularly large oak tree now. He does something you can't see, and the pain around your ankle vanishes.
Nah.
To be replaced by the pain in your head as after you fall on it.
I have died.
Now strip, the old man orders, shotgun pointed at your head. Prove you're not bit. You don't have a lot of choices at this moment, so you comply, as the old man smiles. Oh dear. Well, good then. Good for you. You better come inside the perimeter. I'm Brian Corser, by the way. And you are? Nice to meet you, Kay. Careful when you...
Class money back to second, yes.
Careful where you step now. There are a few more snares where they came from.
I forgot about this one.
You follow in his footsteps very, very, very carefully.
Ooh, 3 rows.
On the way to the farmhouse, he points out 5 bear traps, 4 trapping pits, 3 snares, and 2 deathful traps.
And a partridge and a partridge.
Knew they were coming, he says, in reference to the zombies, at least. You think so. At least you think so. You suppose it could easily be in reference to the government or commies or something. Can't be too repaired. So much text, and there's only ever 2 choices at the bottom.
You could be too prepared.
In front of the farmhouse, a jeep is waiting, about 3/4 packed with stuff. The farmhouse itself is empty and silent. Where's the rest of your family, Brian? Won't be coming back, he says shortly. I've had to stay here until I was sure, but I'm leaving now. There's a group of survivors dug in from the Cedar Junction Correctional Facility. I'm off to join them. Sorry,
You're going to an asylum, you blithering tit of an old man.
Why bother with all those traps then, you say? I told you, had to wait until I was sure my family wouldn't be coming back. Had to slow the dead critters down. What, his family? Had to slow them down by bear traps.
Yeah.
But the traps won't be enough against the real big horde. I'll do better at the prison. Oh, is this really? It seems like all these things are like linked to Walking Dead.
Yes.
They've got these.
You go to a prison.
An institute.
Yeah.
Got
A farm.
He puts his shotgun in the jeep, where there are many boxes of ammunition to keep it company, plus several boxes of MREs. Brian looks up from his packing job. So will you, if you want to come? Do you want to go with him to the prison, or do you want to fend for yourself?
I want to kill him.
You can I'll go with him to the prison. He's got food and guns and a jeep, and seems like he knows what he's doing. And he's got food and guns because he's clearly crazy. I don't want to be trapped in a jeep with him. I'll fend for myself.
I shall go with him.
You help Brian finish packing the jeep, and the 2 of you head off. Brian takes a road, then skirts around the edge of town. As you pass only a few houses, you try not to look too hard at the scenes playing out on the various lawns. Some zombies cluster around the first floor windows, matter of frantically marching through shrubbery and glass to get at tasty humans inside. Other clusters around tasty humans already dragged outside. A few chase your car for a while, but soon give it up in favour of pursuing the sounds of movements than signal easier prey. You really try not to look, but you can't help noticing that particularly eaten humans rise from the grass within a few moments of becoming partially eaten and join the hungry zombies.
They're hungry. Why do they stop eating the people?
Only if the hungry zombies have ripped their meal to pieces in the process of dining does the human appear to stay dead.
No.
So they could be like a zombie that's just a mush on the floor. Brian turns on the radio at this point, distracting you.
Zowie special sauce.
Have upgraded the zombie watch to zombie warning for the following counties, the radio says, and then the announcer rattles off a long list. The announcer seems pretty rattled himself. I repeat, this is a serious and life-threatening situation. If you are in this area and you are in the path of the zombie apocalypse and should take shelter immediately. Zombies can break through glass and climb stairs.
He gave a list of counties, yes? And he said if you are in this area, don't you mean these areas? Terrible radio broadcasts. I don't care if it's stressed, if you just learn how to use grammar correctly. These counties, he gave us a list of counties and he said that if you're in this.
Yeah, he said if you're in this area.
This area, I should have said these.
Well, maybe we were just talking about this specific thing.
Yeah, but he gave us a list of counties.
I don't know. So,
he's wrong.
We are advising all residents to leave their homes while they still can. Groups of survivors have been forming at various locations throughout the state. Within the last hour, we've heard from the groups at Maple Valley Mall, Cedar Junction Correction Facility, and First Church of Fulton. So we can confirm that these are still viable sanctuaries for state residents fleeing the zombie apocalypse. Here is a list of school and business closings as a result of the zombie apocalypse. You'd be annoyed, wouldn't you?
That's one.
Yeah. Static engulfs the station again. That's interesting. The church, the prison, and the mall are all in different directions. The church is about half as far away as the other two sanctuaries. Brian said you were heading for the prison, but it seems as though there are other options. You might be able to convince him to go to the mall or the church instead. Do you want to try?
Well, no, because loads of them could break into the mall really easily. Why would I want to go to a place where dead people are already for the church and the prison team straight up? So yes, I should go to the prison.
Okay, you can say, no, I think prison is the best bet, or you can say, no, I don't want to anger Brian, I need him to survive.
Prison's best bet.
Yeah. You've almost reached the town limits, and there are many buildings lining the street now. There aren't many buildings. Mostly woods and fields. You're getting into real farming territory. Suddenly you see a car abandoned on the side of the road, but you don't see any people. There aren't many people out here at all.
So we leave a farm to real farm territory.
Yeah. That's just a fake farm territory.
Yeah, so he didn't live on a real farm.
He's a fraud.
Yeah, I can't trust him anymore.
Which you hope means fewer zombies, except that there are 3 of them right there in front of you. So you didn't notice. She was like, oh, there aren't many zombies here.
It's less than there were, so my hope was right. There are fewer zombies.
Thank you for listening to the LNL Podcast.